Hey, only 7 minutes late. That ain't too bad. I did schedule it for 2 minutes ago at 9:05, but couldn't even make that one. It has been a busy, hectic day. Anyway, howdy, howdy. If first time joining, howdy. I've got to turn this phone down. Dashing Grandpa, time to relax. Okay, if you insist, I will. Turn this down. I turn that down. How's it going? Anybody there? What's that? Was that Tom Petty? That says that was Major Tom, wasn't it? Space Control to Major Tom or something. Doesn't it? In one part it says something about is anyone out there? It's kind of what it feels like. May just be rattling to myself, but that's okay. I've talked to myself many times and not even had a microphone on while doing it or in front of a camera. So we'll just go with it. Nobody shows up. I've got reviews to get done. Been pricing stuff to take the buoy. Man, if I could sell everything, I would be a happy camper. Let me close this thumbnail out that I just made for this live stream. Anyway, I don't know. Steve may still be on his live stream. I haven't even been on YouTube at all. I haven't even been on the computer. Well, yeah, I take that back. I've been on it briefly. Went to town today. And Mom, if you're watching, I did get a table and chairs for the front porch, but not from Home Depot, from Walmart. I like them. Let me open a new window. Don't want it there. I was going to see if they was online because I can't take this camera out there with me. But let's see, Walmart patio table. What? Oh, you're here. Okay. I figured you was. Where is it? Let me click on this. It was $97, but availability, show available items only. Seating capacity, it was 4. Trying to do the filters because they got like way too much to sit there and go through. Where is it? You would have thought. Oh, there it is. Do 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 do. Share screen. Share window. There we are. I think that was it. Anyway, it's that one. They had the one at Home Depot for $99 and it had the umbrella, or I could have ordered it and had it delivered from Walmart for $109 and it had an umbrella as well. But I got to thinking about it and I'm not going to use the umbrella. So all I would be doing is paying $10 more. Well, at Home Depot, it would have been $2 more, but then having to figure out where to put the umbrella, and the umbrellas don't come with a base either. So if you're going to use the umbrella, you have to buy a base. Otherwise, it will catch a little breeze and it'll blow over and break your table, and then you got a broken table, which would be no good. Anyway, put together, sitting out on the porch. It looks nice. You have to come back over here, Mom. Check it out. And if anybody is here from doing gig work, don't walk through people's flower beds. I went out there and was sitting there waiting on Emily to get over here because we had to haul it in her car. And footprints all the way across my flower bed. Stepped on the flowers. and I had a delivery. I guess it was UPS. It wasn't a Spark driver. But if you are a Spark driver or any kind of delivery driver, please don't walk across people's flower beds. Now, I know they couldn't tell there were flowers there because they probably wasn't paying no attention. They just wanted to get the package delivered and get it done and on down the road. I understand. But this time of the year, if it's a dirt area, don't walk across it. You don't know what they got planted. Now I want to buy some little fencing. Well, let's go shopping. Let's do some shopping, y'all. What else we got to do? I was wanting to look anyway. Let's see. I'll go back to share this. I kind of glanced on Amazon, but I don't know if Walmart has it. The little fencing, I had some little fencing. Well, it was like 3 foot tall, but I actually bought it at Ollie's. No, what's the grocery store? Uh, Aldi's. But I think it was like a bundle of 5, but it seems like it's only like $20. Now those things are like $20 each. So, needless to say, I'm not going to do that because I think I stepped off 21 foot that I would have to have just to go across the front. And it's like 4 foot up one side. Really wouldn't need it up the other side by the front porch. But let's see, what would you call that? Flower bed fencing? I saw some wood one. Well, no, it wasn't like that. It was like the rolled wood. See, that's $4.97 for one. One piece, $4.97, and it's 23 inches long. So, it's not very big, less than 2 foot, or right at 2 foot. Granted, it's 17 inches tall, which is much. Well, that would be about right. Well, that's probably from the bottom of the stake to the top, so you're probably only going to have about half of that sticking up out of the dirt. But that's ridiculous. There's no way. These right here, if you can see my cursor, that's something similar to what I had. And those are $5.47 each. And I just I thought, well, it looked pretty, but there we go. Now see, I was 67 cents. Now that's better. That would still be like $21, but that ain't bad. I don't know what color would look good on this house. Those aren't bad though. They didn't even put them together right for the picture. Look at that. See where those two are joined? They're not even joined together. Oh, Walmart needs to hire me to take their pictures. They can send this stuff to me for free, and then pay me big bucks to take pictures of it. I can do a lot better of setting it up than that. But I don't have a pretty little area like that though. Not yet. But actually, this is more about what I know. There was like this, but they were double that. Anyway, don't have no more. I gave some to my daughter and son-in-law, but when she moved out, I guess they're still there. I don't know, but they would be too tall anyway. Oh, those are pretty. $42.99. Hmm. No, I ain't even. I don't unless that came with about 20 of them. Oh, it said 40 foot overall length. Well, that would be pretty though, wouldn't it? That's more than I need though. I only need 6, 21, maybe 27, 33 foot at the most. Well, you wouldn't have to put them all up, I guess. Well, there's a 10 pack. How far does a 10 pack go? 20 foot. That would almost cover the front, but it really would need to run up the side by the driveway, I think. Really don't need a 20 pack though. Are these plastic? Oh yeah, plastic. $42.99. Yeah. That's cheaper than them single pieces like that one. $5.47. Oh. But I think I looked at so it was like rolled wood. Yeah, they're like this. But it looks better than that. That was on Amazon. The wire backing. Actually, the metal might or the plastic might be easier to work with. I don't even know. I guess everybody's busy working and doing their own thing. I'm just gonna keep rattling for a minute. Let's jump over to Amazon and look. Let's see, where is Amazon? Uh, flower bed fence. Already looked it up. Where did it go? Yeah, I was looking at like this one. Wood garden edging, staggered wood fence border, $19.99. 47 inches, so 4 foot for $20. Walmart, that other deal might have been the better deal. At least you could piece them together. And well, I bet these you could cut the wire, but I bet they're wired together. But that does look pretty good, doesn't it? I wish my front porch looked that good. Someday I might have a house like that. Those actually look pretty good, don't they? Hmm. Pretty expensive though. $20 for 47 inches. So four. Check out the Dollar Tree. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, we got a Dollar Tree coming in here in Burke. Jay Twist Nader, Allie Diggs. Howdy. How's it going? How are you doing tonight, man? I am just chilling like Magellan. Actually, my mom is on here, so I was thinking about getting some fencing. Howdy, Tim. How's it going? Yeah, I did go live. I was late. I scheduled it for 9:05, and it was still 9:07. I scheduled it at 9:05 at about 9:03. I thought I'd make it, but man, I tell you what, I was looking at the flower bed fencing because I planted those wildflowers. I got home today and footprints right across my flower bed, and I was like, in the earlier part of this little live, I said, if you do gig work, don't walk, especially this time of year, don't walk across a dirt area in front of somebody's house. They may have stuff planted there. I get there in a hurry. I understand that. But man, they walked, trampled right across, all the way from one corner parallel from one end to the other end, not just across it, but I mean all the way down it. I looked at 9 something. Yeah, I wasn't here at 9. I was telling Tim the other day that I need to get down there and go do some fishing with you. I am ready, man. Uh, Actually, where we're going this weekend would be great. But there's a lake that's not too far from here in Nocona. I, Cause man, if you don't get down there pretty quick, cause this is spawning. Of course, we had a cold snap, so that's going to set them back a little bit. But I don't think it would have changed the water temperature that much. So that water temperature ought to be prime right now. You can catch them big old whoppers. What are they called? Slabs. The crappie I would keep. Mm-hmm. Be having me a fish fry. Oh, I did actually put my tackle box in the van this morning. Rod already in there. Speaking of vans, how much? I mean, I haven't priced bands or anything, but how much do you think a older band that was decent, like a 90s, early 2000s? Because I was thinking about that, and I'd like to have a pickup and an enclosed trailer, but a van might be more practical and something that I could just that would be cheap. I mean, I probably couldn't just pay cash for it, but the payments should be cheap because it would be probably what 2,000, $3,000. But I don't know. Need a new rod and reel for the serious fishing. Get an old conversion van. Do not get a cargo van. Now, well, that's what I was thinking. I saw one today Where did I see that? Anyway, I was thinking, I think it was at Walmart, but I was thinking I could, something like that, you could take the seats out of it. The Chevy Astro was a dang good van. Was the Astro like a minivan? Because really, I don't know that a minivan. I mean, a bigger van might be better, but I don't really need the headspace. So a minivan might not be bad, and I could put it. My driveway under the carport's long enough to put two cars, easy. And I put an old minivan back it all the way up to that gate. I wouldn't care if it got held on. Yes, they were a minivan. Yeah. At one time, I had a Dodge Caravan, and I hate the idea of a minivan, but once you're in it and you drive it, man, it rode good, drove good, got like 32 miles to the gallon. Conversion van will be insulated and will have better seats, power windows, locks, mirrors, and tilt wheel. All the things most cargo vans do not have. Well, see, I don't care anything about any of that. I don't care if it's, I don't really want the seats in it because I want it to haul stuff in. That's what I'm looking at, thinking about. Conversion van will be, okay, yes, they were minivan, yeah. Look up Chevy Astro, then things were solid. You know, I really can't afford anything, but if we wind up having to take two vehicles to the flea market, it may not be, it may wind up being cheaper to uh, have a van. What would you, what, somebody told me don't go to trading or the auto trader, you go somewhere else. I think it was you, Tim. Hello, Lisa. You don't think you care about any of that until you have. Well, I'm just wanting it to haul stuff to the flea market. I'm not going to use it for anything other than that. Maybe camping, and I wouldn't need the seats in it for camping anyway because I put air mattress in it. I was talking about the front seats will be way more. Oh, the front seats, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, I want the captain chairs. Uh, yeah, and the wood grain dash, the platinum. I kind of gotten spoiled when I had the Yukon. It was the uh, Denali, and now my Maxima, it's a platinum. Trust me, man, see it. Hey, Steve, I was. Oh, there's Steve. Hey, how's it going, Steve? I was wanting to get there. I didn't even. I scheduled this at 9:03. I've been busy. We was pricing stuff to take to the flea market. Uh, we'll just go to Auto Trader. Used cars. I'm just kind of curious about bands. You said a Chevy Astro. Astro. Yeah, that'll work. But that's not a minivan. That's Chevy Express. That's about what I'd like to have right there. But not at $30,000. My house that burnt, I didn't pay but 36 for it. Astros are big for a minivan. Well, I don't know if it pulled up any Astros. Zero results. What did I got? Oh, I got 50 miles set. Let's go 200 miles. Use Chevy Astro. A 2,000. Holy smokes. $12,000? Okay, maybe I won't. Yeah, leather or pleather. I don't know if it's real. Yeah, see, that's what I need right there. Man, you'd have to make a lot of money to put 12,000, and that's a '05 with 101,000 miles. I guess I can just keep dreaming. Astro, no Astro Vans. That's a high price for that. Yeah, look up the 2000 Chevy Astro. Man. Where? Well, let's just Google it. That'd be 6. That would be good. Rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations. I want all-wheel drive, but for what I'd be using this for, well, camping it'd be nice to have all-wheel drive if I go back up to Colorado and New Mexico, get up on some of those forest roads and KBB. Current resale value around 20. See now that's looking better. Wow, I would have thought they'd have got better gas mileage than that. 15 miles a gallon. It's only got 190 horse for a 6. Maybe I need to rethink this. I mean, I know I couldn't pull I was liking something. I saw, and I meant to, I saw a, oh, cool. I saw a Volkswagen SUV pulling a DP boat earlier. Let's Play DoorDash Joe. He has left the gig world and is now doing a version of Storage Wars in Detroit and running a big eBay store. Cool. The Storage Wars channel. Give a sub. Huh. Man, I just don't know about 13 miles a gallon or 14. That's cool. How do I? Oh, I can't. Let's see. Where am I at? I'm on Dash and Grandpa, you know. I think my speaker's off. There we go. This channel. Oh, so he just started it. Okay. Hello, Ray. Did I go to the wrong one? Wait a minute. Is there 2? Oh, I guess I went to the wrong one. Okay. Unsubscribe. Yes. We're doing this live. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Wait. Where'd it go? It was the second link. That might be fun. Okay. There we go. I guess I could quit sharing the screen. I might share some information I don't want to share. Actually, I got nothing to share. Sorry, I was late. I was late too, man. you know. Yeah, man, I didn't realize vans as much as a pickup. Since they don't make them any longer. Oh, okay. Maybe better off looking at a pickup though. I mean, that I was really surprised that Volkswagen SUV was pulling that boat. It was about an 18-foot deep V, and those are pretty heavy. So anyway, set up instead of being slouchy. I need a chair. Look at, I got this chair locked. And look how far back that goes when you, look how much plate, and that's locked. Oh, wait, there might be a knob. Y'all hold on. I'm here. I just remembered Emily told me there was a knob. Good Lord, you can't turn it. Man, having to do some muscles here. I don't know what that knob is turning, but it's turning. Guess it's probably never been turned. No, it still goes back. And it's locked. Maybe I just need to get a new chair. I have the chance to do reviews on these pretty regularly, so. Nope, didn't make any difference. Get back up here. I think it don't for a hardwood floor, this chair does not roll very good. Who do I know? I know you. Where was I seeing you? Like up there on the screen. Oh, thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Got a lot of stuff going to Bowie. You missed it, but I had a delivery. Actually, they're 8-foot lights that actually they go in like a barn or a garage or a shop. I may put them in this bedroom in there. Of course, I could only put 4. But the guy that delivered them, and I don't know, I didn't go back and look on the camera. I'm assuming it's probably UPS. Walked right across my flower bed that I just planted. Big old feet. He probably wore a size 14 boot. I'm like, good Lord. By the way, I finally got a gas hooked up to my new stove. Cool. I got a whole house. What did I say it was last night? And water purifier. Come get it, and I'll make you a good deal on it. A lot cheaper than what I got it on Marketplace for. I don't know how much, man, at 13 miles a gallon, it might not be worth it even free. It's a long ways to drive at 13 miles a gallon. Wait, is there a tariff between Colorado and Texas? I don't know. Yeah, that whole tariff thing's got me. We won't get into political, but my Camry gets 38 miles a gallon on that. Wow. I think I've got that max amount. I think I drive pretty heavy footed though. My license plate, the frame around my license plate says dashing grandpa, and that don't just mean door dashing. That means, dashing here, dashing there, dashing everywhere. Isn't it? What you say, Ray? Dashing here, dashing there. Anyway, I tend to accelerate rather quickly sometimes, and I get about 24 to 25 on the average. I drove from my house to Lincoln, and holy smokes, that was good. I don't know where you live, but I know where Lincoln is, or about. My F-150 gets half the mileage as the truck runs on premium. Dashing every bloody way. Yeah. But yeah, my license plate don't lie. It's dashing. I got a chance to do a review on one of those LED things that you can put writing on. Emily had wanted one, so when I saw it, I said, well, "Okay, I'll get it. We'll do it on hers." and maybe I'll see how they work. But I got some things that I would love to put on there for people to read. Oh yeah, you're in Tulsa. Yeah. Well, that's a long ways. I talked to a guy at Walmart today. He has an old square body, probably a I don't know 90. I don't know what year model. But anyway, the pickup, man, the hood of that thing was awful. We had a hailstorm. Was it Sunday night? And it beat that pickup to death. He said he had just bought it and got it fixed up for his 16-year-old grandson. And man, it was terrible. We didn't get nothing like that here. 600 miles one way. Mm. That is dirt cheap. I filled up today and it was $40.18. But, since I'm not doing a lot of, well, actually, I haven't done any. I didn't even qualify for my free Walmart Plus this month, I guess, because usually I'd have got the email by now, and you only have to do like 20 deliveries a month as long as your other metrics are good. And apparently, I didn't qualify, so apparently, I didn't even do 20 deliveries last month. But I'm only filling up like once every couple of weeks now. If you don't care about the hail damage, you can look up vans or trucks on Copart. For what I'm wanting it for, the hail damage wouldn't be that big of an issue, really. What is Copart? I've never heard of that. Copart online car auctions, vehicle finder. I just don't want a reconditioned title. I just know that. But like that pickup today, I would have took that. I would have probably. He said that he's just gonna try to fix it, and I thought dry ice would pull a lot of it out, but apparently maybe not. I've never done it. I just thought it would. This is 2000 Chevy Astro. Hey, there's one. It's zero. It's free. Normal wear damage. Keys available. Well, that's good that you got keys. Here, let's. Are we still there? Yeah, there we go. Where'd that? Oh. Looks like it needs a mirror fixed on it. Probably a set of tires. Got them big old windows in it, don't it? I guess you could black them out. Look at the flame job. Oh, it's a hot rod. Maybe that's I see more flame jobs on it. Maybe that wasn't intentional. Somebody might have got mad at somebody and keyed it pretty bad. Needs a little vacuuming. Seats don't look too bad. 104,000. I don't see the check engine light on. But it's not running either, is it? Oh yeah, the amp gauge is up, so it's running. Got air conditioning in the back. See that? I wouldn't really care about that. The seat's coming out anyway, and they're gonna be putting boxes and stuff in it. Yeah, that's custom hinge driving. And look at them. Don't bid blindly. Is it? Where is this at? Where is? Uh, Does it say where this place is at? Where business sales data, blah 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 blah. Locations. Oh, they're all over. Well, I wonder where that one was. Hmm. Yeah, Brian, that's gonna help you look where you be. Well, before I really get, I need some money in hand because a lot of these places they want cash, and I don't have that kind of cash. I think I might have $100 cash right now. Hopefully, after the Bowie weekend, I'll have 300 or 400 more, but we'll see. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to be looking around. That I mean that looks like real pinstriping. I don't think that was keyed, but on that back end, it definitely was. Yeah. Well, oh, they even painted some. Oh wow. Uh-huh. Maybe somebody was partaking in some recreational usage. Purple wave. Yeah, if I could find. Well, yeah, it probably isn't. Fort Worth's got a big auction, but you got to have a license. And I know. Well, actually, I know somebody here that could probably help me find one. But let's see. I don't. Let's see. What was 252? No, that's phone number. I don't remember Irving's zip code. Let's just put Fort Worth. We couldn't find any locations. Fort Wayne. There we go. Oh, Fort Worth right here. In Flower Mound or Haslett on Blue Mound Road. It wouldn't be too far. That's what, about 110 miles or so. Try Auto Tempest. That ought to be best used cars for under 1,000, not 10,000. I saw a 20. It was on the Trading Post. I believe it was a 2020. Might have been a 2022 Chevy Silverado. $80,000. See, I don't really care about the headspace like on these. I mean, if I was using it for a camper, also towlot.com. Mobile is, you can check. Man, there's a bunch of places. Okay, when I get some money, y'all, I'm going to expect y'all to show up when when I get money, and then y'all can throw all these sites at me. I would really like to have a pickup, but here, let's get an Audi. Ooh, I don't believe I'd be hauling much in that. Not a bad looking car though. but it costs you an arm and a leg to get a alternator or whatever. Anyway, 9,500. Yeah, oh, it's 2012. That ain't. I don't know. Anyway, we'll look when I actually get some money. No, howdy, more trouble than they're worth. I wouldn't be surprised on that one. Let's see, where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Let's get rid of this. I did. Let's see. Well, oh, it was a fishing backpack. I will have this maybe next month. Where did that go? StreamYard. Supposed to be getting that in. We'll see. They just messaged me on that a little bit ago, and then they said, "Oh, never mind, somebody already got it." Then they came back and said, "Oh no, it's available." I said, "I'll take it," because that where we're going, the Bowie Flea Market. There is a lake down there. It's not a big lake, but it's a. I don't know. I haven't fished that lake in years, but my old neighbor many years ago used to fish it, and a good bass lake. But there's a lot of people that fish there. So anything fishing related, I think at the flea market ought to sell. About a 1985 Toyota Tercel station wagon, 4-wheel drive and 6-speed manual for 3,900. Man, that is 3,900 for the 85. I'm out of touch, I guess, because I would think that would be for an 85, 1,500. Super clean, no rust for the 100,000 miles. It's on marketplace right now. Huh. See, to me, that seems like way out there. No, I would either go. I need to either go a SUV, a van. I can get a what was that Ron White? I can live in a van down by the river, or somebody. One of them comedians. Yeah, see, y'all are more into cars than I am. They told me it was a 4-speed. I say okay, or even a 3-speed. And I don't know when they quit making 3-speeds. I know the what 67, 68 Mustang somewhere in there was a 3-speed, and a '66 Ford pickup was a three on a tree. The one I had anyway. I'd love that if I had that pickup back. Chris Farley. Okay. I remember some comedian talking about living in a van down by the river. When I live real close to the river, I could get me a van. I'd have to trespass to be on the river, though. I'd love to go off for 3,000 for it. It would be a good catering car, wouldn't it? Especially when you're getting 13 miles a gallon. I used to work for those when they first released Slim cars. Hmm. I don't know. You know, it's what me and Emily was talking today, and I said, if this year I wound up making enough money and spending enough money to actually itemize, you could depreciate a vehicle on your taxes. But I don't know if you can depreciate an older used car or if you have to buy a brand new one. I think you would have to buy a brand new one to be able to depreciate it on your taxes. But I don't really know. And you would have to have 25,000. What is standard deduction? 25,000 for a single. You'd have to have that much spent, and a new pickup would be $110,000. That sounds. A few years ago, man, you could have bought a really, really nice house for that much money. Now, An old house that needs a lot of work costs nearly that much. Crazy. I was working at Toyota dealership in London back in the early 80s. Yeah, you know the, you know, the Camry that I had. Y'all was talking about. You was talking about Camry a while ago. I had a, what year was it? I bought it brand new. Uh, 2010. I don't know. 2010, 2012, somewhere in there. And mechanically, I love the car. Interior, I love the car, but it fell apart. Parts just fell off of it. You could just bump into something, the front bumper cover fall off. The underneath it, the little guard that covers your oil pan, transmission pan, and all that fell off. I mean, I know mechanically wise, it was supposed to be the number one car, and they probably still are, but I don't know. So far with this Nissan, I have had no problem with it. But I like that Camry that I had, other than the parts falling off of it. The front bumper cover, it was bad luck for me. I had never like backed into stuff or rubbed up against stuff. Never. I got that car. I backed in. I was out fishing. I backed into one of them posts around the, they put around the parking lot where the little private lake, not a private lake, but a city lake, the round post. I just buffed the side back quarter panel. Then I hit an armadillo. That knocked the bumper cover even more off. Actually, it knocked it completely off, and I was on my way to Plainview, Texas. And luckily, I had some duct tape, and I kind of duct taped it back up there to hold it in place. I wound up getting rid of that car. It was, I said, if I ever died in a car, it was going to be that one. I have more issues with that. It was just a jinx car for me. But I know the older Toyotas, they made a lot better, and they may have started making them better again, too. Oh, that hadn't been listening now since I see him that Tercel sounds like it was really good. But yeah, I like that Camry I had. Man, it had the orange thread on the dash, made it look all sporty. It was nice. Brand new car. My engine, I had a Grand Prix and head gasket blew in it. And I had to have a car because I was doing delivery. And it was like, I have to have one like now. And I didn't have the money to go pay down. And Toyota had a deal going, it was zero down. So I got me a Camry. I liked it too. Other than the bumper cover falling off and me having bad luck with it. Everything else about it, I loved it. What do y'all think about like those Volkswagen SUVs? I hadn't really thought much about those until I saw that one pulling that boat today, and that impressed me because most of these little SUVs do not have that kind of towing capacity, and that one it wasn't unless he had air shocks on it. It wasn't even squatted. He could have had air shocks on it, I guess, or airbags. I guess they put airbags on them now versus air shocks back when I was younger. Gavin Deere Camry is a solid car. My Camry has a white stitching on the dash. Okay, mine I think it was black interior, but it had that orange stitching. But yeah, they're nice cars. And the newer ones were they probably built them real good back in the '80s. Then they got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and then they went too cheap, and then they started building them again, or building them good again. Would be my guess. No on the Volkswagen SUV. Huh? Okay. I researched them before I bought the van. Hmm. I haven't looked at one, drove one. I've just saw them pulling it with that boat with it, and I was impressed with that. And I thought, now that might be good. Oh, the tan biking tour. If I could find a nice, pretty nice SUV, I would almost, sell my car to get it or trade my car for it. But like if I could find something older, I could keep both of them. I like my Maxima, but it don't haul nothing. I mean, it's great for just little road trips and doing delivery work in. But as far as like hauling like a room full of merchandise to a flea market, it is not made for that. I couldn't even haul this uh, porch patio table, porch table actually, what I'm using for. I couldn't haul that in the car. The box was too big. They originally had the van listed for 21,000. I got it for 15,000. You see, if I would go like the Max Mental CVT takes a poop, yeah. That I do not like that CVT at all. It makes you want to, and I hate to say it because I am a grandpa, but it makes you want to drive like a grandpa because it just like idles down. I don't know if you've driven one much, but it's like it won't go. I mean, if you put it in sport mode, it does better, but you have to put your foot into it to make it go because it was wanting to shift gears to keep the RPMs down. And I know why they do it. It's to help increase your gas mileage, but I don't care. If I'm getting 19, 20 miles a gallon to 19 to 20 miles a gallon, I'm good. I just want it to go when I push the pedal. And it does if you push the pedal on harder. But that CVT, no. Now, if I do keep that car and it goes out, I don't know if you can change the transmissions in those or not, but if you can, I would change it. I think they've got enough horsepower in them. They just don't have that transmission is just not um, responsive enough, and it makes you want to go slow. And if you just like creep along like an old grandpa, it's great. It's fine, but I don't. You can, yeah, but they're highly expensive. I'd rather get more miles per gallon than worry about that tranny coin. But my whole thing is, like a daily driver, since I'm not doing as much delivery as I was doing, I mean, gas mileage is still important, but it's not like it was before. If I got something that got 16, 17 miles a gallon, I'd be fine with it. Be good enough for me. Maybe 20 to 22 out on the highway. I mean, it's nice to get 26, 28 miles a gallon, but it's not like I'm driving it all the time. I spent like 3 days here at the house, never left the house. Today I wouldn't have left the house, but actually, it was yesterday, but I had to go get a shirt at Walmart and take it to a lady that I was going to have her embroidery the short shirt. But after talking to her, she said when you do embroidery with that logo that I have for Grandpa's Random Reviews, the the writing would be small and it's in a banner type deal. And she said it'll almost run together. She goes, I can do it. She said, but it's not going to look as good as like a screen print. So she's doing a screen print, and she said it's even cheaper, but I don't know. I don't know how much it is. I'm supposed to go over and let her and her daughter go to Bowie to the flea market too, and I'm supposed to get it from her then. But we'll see what it looks like. I wanted to do the Amazon print on demand, and I signed up for it, but I got rejected, and I couldn't figure out why. And then after I got to looking, you have to have a commercial account on Amazon to do the Amazon print on demand, and the seller on it, the seller account, I read it was like $39 a month, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's what I got. I got rejected. But if you'll read, I didn't read before, but after I was trying to figure out why I got rejected, you have to be a seller on there, and that costs you $39 a month to be that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, so you do have a seller account now. So, my understanding from what I read is like $39 a month, and I don't have anything to sell. I mean, I can't get in something from Amazon seller, review it, and then resell it on Amazon. I don't think that would fly very well. I don't know. I had thought of it at one time. I had thought when people was making all kinds of crazy stuff, I thought, I could get some little, like they put them little gold sprinkles in those little glass jars with a corkscrew in the top or the cork in the top. I was going to say, buy a piece of Texas and just go out in the yard and scoop up some dirt and put it in there and put it on eBay. $5.99 a piece. Own a part of Texas. I bet people would buy it though. And then I thought about doing mesquite, selling mesquite chunks for online, because where I did live, there was a bunch of mesquite that was right down the road. Where they root plowed those fields. I don't know if y'all familiar with what root plowing is. When they clear out a field, it's all mesquite. They just put it in big old piles, and you can go get what you want. They'll wind up burning it off. Oh, you pay the 40 at first, and you only pay the monthly 40 if you're actually selling something. Yeah, people would buy it, but people buy parts in a jar. Yeah, yeah, I agree. That's why I thought people would probably buy that. Just go out in the yard and put some dirt in it. Yeah, there's a market for everything to somebody. So it's $40 a month. But see, if I was going to do the print on demand, I don't know. I used to be on well, actually, I still have Teespring. I had another one, uh, and they're out of business because I went to it to see how much it was. It was one of these places I was signed up with and selling merch on. You could do the embroidery shirts because I had a Dashing Grandpa embroidery shirt, and it wasn't but like $20. I mean, I realize things have went up since then, but there's a British dude that has only fans account, and parts in a jar will cost you $50. Good Lord. I got an uncle and a cousin that could probably do that because they can fart on demand. Back when we was kids, they could have Cafe Express account and Zazzle Cafe Express. Oh, Teespring. And what was that other one? I just looked. Uh, more, no more stuff. My stuff. I can't figure out why what is it, the 3.0 USB? You might help me on that, Tim. It, uh, it like disconnects, and sometimes it takes a minute. And I've got the HP 6 or 8 terabyte external hard drive, but for some reason yesterday it disconnected and crashed the computer twice. Well, it froze it up. I'm looking at my passwords here. Uh, Gear Bubble. Gear Bubble is where I used to get a bunch of stuff printed, but they are out of business. Maybe it's better for Bloody Brits are farting in a bottle and selling it for 50 pounds. You can sell stuff on a Mercury. Yeah. Are you trying to edit a video? Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, I was. Now I think, you would think it would have a fast enough connection to where it would be fine. Because I can work straight off my SD card, pull it out of the camera, work straight off it, works like a champ. But that external hard drive just started this yesterday. Blow the jar up. Well, okay. What I've decided to, because I've got that hard drive they put in here. Oh man, what is it? This PC, the C drive, 930 gigabyte. I got 837 gigabytes. So what is that, a terabyte? But I guess I'll just start, because those files was from my phone, because I've made videos with my phone, and because you can't go from the video to the computer. I mean, from the phone to the editing software. You have to transfer it from the phone to the computer, and then you have to edit it. But I put it on that hard drive. But I guess that's where the biggest issue was. But what I guess I'll start doing it, instead of putting it on that external hard drive, I'll just work on the C drive, and then I won't have anything to worry about losing any kind of speed between the two devices. I had a wobble running on his live stream one night. Him and the miss came across a place called Taki Aki. Oh, my comments went, that was hilarious. Where was it? I think it's at, might be at Ray Roberts, Lake Ray Roberts, down towards Fort Worth. There's a store, it's called Damn Store, like DAMN, Damn Store. It's right at the end of the dam of the lake. I always thought that was funny. And what is that over there in Missouri? Uranus. Uranus. I found that quite humorous. It was a tourist trap, but they got us. It was fun though. That's off 44. Uranus. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's better to move the videos you're editing into your main internal drive and then move them back to the external after finish. Yeah, that's what I'm going to start. Well, like when I'm working off the SD card, it's fine. I've had no issues. It was when I transferred from the phone to the external hard drive, that's where I had the issues. So from now on, when I use my phone, I'll just transfer it straight to the C drive and go from there. When I go to St. Louis for July, I'll be doing a video on that place. Yeah, I think I got some video on it. Was that was on Dashing Grandpa back at when we went to Pedro's gig conference thing. Yes, yes, I believe it is a solid state. Let's see, which one is it? I think it. SDDR. Where does it say? Because I thought I remember seeing it. That was way back in 22. That was a fun event. Yeah, it was. Man, I'll go live on Saturday night. Oh, you're gonna, oh, okay. You're gonna do lives on Saturday? What time? Oh, 8 Central? Okay. Yeah, I know I saw it somewhere where it said because I was thinking about doing a defrag, but you can't. This page is having a problem. Refresh. Oh, but you can't do. You don't do defrag on solid state drive. Maybe that's where I saw that. Windows security tools. Fragment. I don't know. Anyway, I think it is. No, heck, I don't know. I'm gonna confuse him. He ain't the only one. I can confuse myself, and ain't nobody here but me. I was very new to YouTube back in those days. Yeah, I don't remember. I think I talked to Ray and Wendy a little bit up at the conference, but we mainly talked out in the parking lot. I think we was all fixing to leave, and we had a good conversation over there when we was fixing to leave. I mean, I think I might have talked to him a little bit before that, but I was trying to take a bunch of pictures. I got a bunch of pictures. A land of confusion, you know. Oh, I got hit with a lot of copyright claims. I don't, when, man, I don't know. I don't know. My channel wasn't even monetized. I don't believe. I don't remember now. I know it used to do really good as far as the pay. I'd say really good for a little channel. You know, it was making $350 a month. But then I quit putting content out, and it just because the CPM was like 11 or $12. Random reviews is only like 540, something like that. But it's starting to go up. Yeah, I don't know if mine was monetized. I don't even know. Now I'm kind of curious. We are analytics, revenue. Oh, RPM, not CPM. 578. And I think when I was had some putting a lot of content on Dash and Grandpa. I think it was like $11 or $12. So it was doing pretty good for no more views. If I could get that kind of pay for this channel or for random reviews, because I get a ton of views on that. Or to me, it seems like it anyway. 36, let's see, 36,845 views in the last 28 days. So it gets quite a few views. Well, maybe Tim, let me drag himself down to Lambert's too. Maybe Tim is driving anything over. What? How many dollars is that to a mile? Yeah. Man, my Yukon, it was the XL too. It got, that's what I started doing gig work in. And I was making some good money. Well, for me, it was good money. For some of y'all, that might not have been squat, but for me, it was big money. It was 175 to $200 a day. But I was getting, I think that Yukon got about 12 miles to the gallon. Yeah, yeah. If your pickup was getting, what did you say earlier? 9 miles a gallon? The Yukon got 12 in town. And that's me driving. And it was all wheel drive too. So I should have kept it, but not me. I had to be a nice guy. But put your just curious. Switch account. Oh, Dirty Shoes Adventures got 909 subscribers now. If I put something on there, it might go up. Yeah, Dash Grandpa gets 3.8 thousand. 3,816 views in 28 days. Another one, what was it say? 36,000? Oh, my revenue is actually up a few dollars. Yeah, 1268 the RPM on Dash and Grandpa. So that's double, over double than what Grandpa's Random Reviews is making. I guess because maybe these gig channels are considered finance, and financial stuff pays more. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know. Brand new, the ideal condition for my truck gets 12 and 17. Wow. 35. So you could probably get a 250 and get as good or better than that. Hmm. Well, live streamers don't make much. 10 cents maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Well, even this live stream, it don't make squat. Let's see. That's what I say. I do it because I like hanging out with y'all. I don't do it for the money at all because there's no money to be made on live streams. Uh, content, lives. Well, let's just click on this one. Analytics. 8 cents. 8 cents on the one from, what day was that? I guess that was last March 27th. Yeah, they don't make nothing, but it's cool to be able to hang out and just chit chat. And if I had a live with 10,000 plus viewers, that'd be different. Yeah, those are great to watch out. I know. I was wondering about if Dash and Grandpa would, if I'd lose my monetization if I didn't have enough like watch hours. I know you got to have 4,000 in a 12-month period, but if you quit putting content out, your views are going to gradually start going down unless you're keeping something going. I don't know. I enjoy doing the live shows, but I'll be not doing any for several days because I have way too much editing to catch up with. A few car videos to go up to. Cool. I don't have to put much content out, and I'm still money. Yeah, I am too. And what I have started doing on this channel is putting, and I'm just going to do it. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but putting things that gig workers can use, like the jump starters, the little portable air compressors, um, the little hand truck things with a little platform, stuff that, and flashlights. If I get any flashlights, stuff that gig workers could use. I'm not going to put in a solar security camera video on this channel, but stuff that's actually related to gig work and the drivers. You know, I don't know. I mean, I might. I'm sure there's other channels that are specialize in that. But if not, then this channel will wind up being that, because if you want to know what tools to use, you can come here and watch reviews on them. I like your streams. He don't know it, but I watch them. I don't participate in them, but a lot of times I'll just turn them on, especially if I'm doing something else, because like y'all was talking about the watch time hours. It bumps the watch time hours up. And that's what I used to tell people is, even if you're not doing anything, just turn it on and go on about your business. YouTube don't know that you're not physically sitting there watching it. So I just need to get my watch hours up and subscribers up. I lost my page. Oh, I don't want Dirty Sue's Adventures. Can you not? Hmm. Why can't you click on somebody's name and go to their channel anymore? Now when you click the dots, it just says report or block. Used to, it said like go to their channel, I thought. All right, okay. Well, actually, I was going to go to it and get the link and put it on here, just in case. I mean, everybody here probably has already subscribed, but just in case somebody watched the replay, post it on there. Apparently, you can't click the three dots anymore to go to their channel. Man, that kind of bites. It worked for you? Okay, there you go. Oh, wait. I know why. Maybe. I thought I already switched accounts. National Grandpa. Oh, okay. I guess because I don't know, because I was logged into a different account. Because now channel activity, go to channel. Yeah. Hmm. Well, oh, holy smokes, it's 10:30. Gotcha. Well, I guess because on one tab I was logged in on National Grandpa. On one tab I was logged in on Grandpa's Random Reviews, and on when I was on the Grandpa's Random Reviews tab, it wouldn't let me click. It just said report. And when I logged in on Dash and Grandpa, then it gave me the options. You have so many ghost accounts that I'm able to help get subscribers for all who needed it. The only drawback to that, and just helping them get to that point is fine. But when you have too many subscribers that don't watch the videos, the algorithm will actually it actually will hurt because it'll show that it'll make the algorithm think that people are not enjoying the video, so they don't go watch them. But to get to that 1,000, I get it. I understand. Just in your next live or videos, don't tell us what your channel is going to be about. Just go with the flow. You see what you want. Your channel is about nearly every. Your channel to be about nearly every live video or short. Just in your next live or video, don't tell us what the channel is going to be about. Just go with the flow. I never know what my videos are going to be about. Not on, especially on the lives. I log in on various ghost accounts to leave their videos going. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, then that works. That works for sure. I may be getting another big tablet because last year, towards the end of last year, that 15.6-inch tablet that I have, I've actually got it hooked up to the camera over here. I had sent him a message through Amazon, to ask the seller a question, and told him that I have it and I did a review on it. And if they ever need any more reviewed, then we could bypass that agency and just work together. And a few days ago, they contacted me, and I may be getting one, but they asked about the. I said, you could pay me probably a lot less than you pay the agencies. And then they asked me if I was gonna like do the review on the tablet and then want money to make the video and then send them the tablet back. I'm like, no, I'm not sending the tablet back, but I said I can do it for $50 and I'm waiting to hear back from them. Which they've got to be paying $200 to $500 for an agency. because the agency has to pay their employees, and then they're going to have money set aside to pay the video content creators. I've got one agent that always sending me weird stuff. Bidet sprayer for the toilet. I don't think so. I don't need that. No, thank you. Yeah, I get some weird random stuff to review. Most of the time I say no thank you. Had one the other day was send me some bolts. And then the next link was the nuts and then washers. But it was different links, and they wanted how are you going to review that? I don't have a way to measure the steel to see how dense it is. Sure enough, I'll be live Saturday night. Saturday Night Live. Y'all remember watching Saturday Night Live when Steve Martin was on there? Man, it was funnier back then. But it gets the booty squeaky clean out. Yeah, it does, but they wanted me a while back. It was a smart toilet seats. It had the sprayer in it and all that. It had a heater built in it, so you wouldn't have to sit your booty down on a cold toilet seat. Yeah, just a wild and crazy guy. And King Tut. Yeah. We was talking about Emily orders her some glasses, or well, it's clip-ons that makes your glasses sunshades, that flip up. And I told her, I said, I don't know if you're old enough to remember. And I think the name of it was Rags to Riches to Rags. It was Steve Martin, but he had went to work at like a gas station, and he invented these glasses, but it wound up making everybody, it got rich off of it. And that's why it was Rags to Riches to Rags, because he wound up getting a lot of lawsuits. I said, those attachments that goes in them glasses makes me think of that movie. Oh, The Jerk. Was it The Jerk? Okay. Oh, I remember Rags to Riches to Rags, and I was thinking, in my mind, I was thinking that was the movie, but it might have been The Jerk. She was born in 77, so a lot of the stuff that I remember when I was young, she don't know. Anyway, y'all, by the way, I got some walkie-talkies. I know it's related, but they sounded pretty cool. They work off cellular. It was The Jerk. I can't think of the girl's name. Oh, I don't remember the girl's name at all. Her name in the movie was Sandy or something, wasn't it? I don't. I've slept a little bit since then. Anyway, I got those walkie-talkies sitting in there on the table that I got to go do a review on. Bernadette Peters. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, I am going to get off here and go do that, and then I'm pretty much done. I need to do a fan. May do that fan tomorrow, because by the time I do those walkie-talkies, actually I won't be able to do them because I kind of need to help somebody else with one. I can get it started though. Do everything but that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go get that started and probably do as much as I can, and then do the fan. The fan's actually a paying video, so I need to get that done. That's money in the bank. So anyway, I am out of here, y'all. Hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. And the vehicle ideas and bringing my attention to the prices of even vans now. That's crazy. $12,000. Anyway, y'all take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Keep doing something because you're going to get old and gray. Man, I'm going to be solid gray. There ain't going to be no brown left. Anyway, y'all be happy with life. Enjoy it. Talk to y'all later. Bye.